Good evening. Tonight we have a very special guest, someone doing God's work, really. The longtime spokesperson for Weed Cottage 2.0 channel on YouTube, the adorable Miss Anna. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you, Dr. Peterson. I'm so excited to be here with you. You're a lot taller than I thought.
Tell me, Anna, what's it been like having a part in the exposing of the Sandy Cove stalker, Rosenblum? I mean, you've had a very integral role in this. You're the voice to the voiceless. It must be a lot for a young person like yourself to deal with.
I love it. With a tear in my eye, I love helping expose Dave. He's the biggest liar I've ever seen.
You know, that's the funny thing about lying. Being a compulsive liar. And Dave is the epitome of liar. I don't think he ever stops. And it must really be eroding at his very core, the very catacombs of what it is to be a decent human being. Lying on this type of level is very damaging, eh?
I think you're right, Doctor.
Usually as a psychologist, I would have some sort of pity for a 43-year-old womanless loser who has been mooching off daddy for the last 6 years. But in this particular case, it's most disgusting. I have no pity, no remorse for the vile parasite. Hell, I wouldn't piss on him if he was on fire.
Me either. Fuck him.
And that's a sad state to be in as a middle-aged man. But every time he needs to look in the mirror a little bit dies inside, you know? Let me make sure I have this right. He's in an autistic wrestling community? Yet, when your boss, Weed Cottage, uploaded a portion of Ultimate Warrior's infamous shoot on Hulk Hogan, none of them recognized his voice? How stupid can they be?
Yeah, when he didn't realize he was reviewing Ultimate Warrior's shoot on Hogan for over an hour and a half, I couldn't believe it. He was projecting and applying all his guilt. Amazing if you ask me.
I mean, gosh, that must be one of the best bamboozles of all time. And, you know, it really shows the malicious nature of not only Rosenblum, but his followers. To blindly accuse and threaten someone else when they can't even recognize one of wrestling's most famous characters. Pathetic.
I know, it's silly.
You know what else, Anna? I saw that pedo simulator Sims game he did. That has to be one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. Now, I know he likes to downplay it as a joke and project that since we all find it disgusting, that means it struck some nerve or must be true. But that's such an idiotic way to try and spin it. Any rational person would think the obsessed weirdo simulating acts of pedophilia in a video game is gross. The worst part is it's all made up in his head. That's the scary part. And in my expert opinion, very revealing indeed.
He just can't handle the truth of his twisted, sick ways.
He simply cannot handle the truth. When truth looks someone dead in the eyes, it says a lot about their character by how they react to it. But he reacts like a vengeful, defeated, malicious child, throwing a temper tantrum when he doesn't get his way. And by that I mean being outright exposed.
Ha ha ha, yes. He doesn't like the truth at all. He's such a baby.
Yeah, when he lashes out just at the idea of the truth being spoken to him, it's really just that little boy with the autistic head tilt being shoved to the ground, shown to be the coward he's always been. It would be kind of sad if it wasn't so pathetic, eh? And you know, he can put on a facade of being some normal guy, but he's clearly not. He can fool the slow autistic mind, but he can't fool anyone with half a brain cell. We all see it. When you need to lie and project to deflect the truth away from you, it speaks volumes.
And he's so gross. Did you hear him coax Danny CTE into telling him he looks good? What in the actual fuck? And he smokes like a chimney.
Oh, God. I mean, don't get me started on a man that claims to be so intelligent but smokes his brain out every day. Cigarettes, booze, pot, killing himself slowly, nicotine-stained empty walls. It must be a personal hell. An open-air prison of his own delusions. Sort of a fitting punishment.
Ha 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 ha.
But just look at the low-watt nimrods he surrounds himself with. Latino feet? The most cringe, disgusting, weird loner I've ever seen. Makes Dave look almost normal. I did like your theory that he's secretly a genius who's trolling Dave straight to his face, and Dave's so dumb he doesn't see it. But there's just no way. Then Denty McGee pops his dumb head up from time to time to obsess on Scott and make himself look dumber by the minute. Danny CTE, another liar projection artist that can actually compete with Dave. A chat full of malicious morons who won't dare speak the truth to Dave? And why does he want you to call a SWAT team on him? To prove his address is the right one? We all know it's the right one from his scared reactions. 3 Maple Court. Clear as day. He can't be always projecting his malicious nature onto others like that. But he should be careful what he wishes for, eh?
Oh? The pizza and SWAT team stuff? I dunno, must be more projection of what he would do. But the big dogs all just ignore what he does. Ignore what he's done to them. It's crazy, Dr. Peterson, the level they'll go to make excuses. Disgusting.
Well, the big dogs, as the mentally weak refer to them, are just that. Weak and cowards. They've all seen what Dave does when he's cornered with the truth. They don't want their wives threatened, or to be doxxed, or to have hours of obsession done on them, or have those juicy DMs put out. So they have to toe the line and make all the excuses in the world for Dave. Allow him to project everything he's ever done onto Scott. They have to keep that boogeyman. They don't do shows with him. They don't want him around. He ruins shows. He can't read a room to save his life.
Ha 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 ha.
As I've said before, Anna, it's not okay to be a loser. It's not okay. It's a tragedy of the biggest kind to allow yourself to become as low as he is. He can claim he has a job and boast. He's acting like he's not been unemployed before, during, and after COVID. Remember that excuse? It's about bloody time.
Ha 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 ha.
His poor father. I can't imagine how disappointed he would be. It's a blessing from God that he's not aware of the state his firstborn is in. Shameful, really. We've reached our time here today, Anna. It's been incredible having you here with us. You're a blessing, and the work you do on Weed Cottage is so good. I can't thank you enough. Send my regards to Ultimate Warrior. And Dave, 3 Maple Court, baby. Stay fearful. Autistic head tilt. Autistic head tilt. Autistic head tilt. Autistic head tilt. Autistic head tilt.
I love it.
Autistic head tilt. Autistic head tilt. Autistic head tilt.